Congratulations. The sun is going away, so I'm going to try to make this video as quick as possible. Hi guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Daniela, and I don't know what this channel is really like. Just lifestyle, I guess. I haven't really posted much content after graduation, so I guess just figuring it out. But if you're watching this video, or if you click on this video, that means you have graduated or you are graduating. And so congratulations. Graduating and getting through school is not an easy thing to do. And so take pride in that because you accomplished something really, really big for yourself. And with that comes the next step of life, which is postgrad. This leads me to my first point. The first 6 months of postgrad will be an adjustment. The first 6 months are kind of tough. Sometimes for some people, it's really great. Just give yourself a lot of grace because this is the first time you're not in school. You're not bound by assignments, deadlines, and expectations from professors or organizations. It's also going to be the first time where you're not on campus or where everything is in close proximity to you. And so you're going to learn to navigate a lot of things in a different way in this season. And that leads me to my next point. When you graduate, you'll realize a lot of your friendships were based on proximity, and maybe you guys were part of the same org, same campus ministry, same classes. Maybe you guys had the same hobbies. And once you graduate, you'll realize that a lot of these friendships won't carry out, or some of them stick around, but they require intentionality in a different way. Not because the friendship wasn't real, but because now you're in different seasons, going in a different path, and that's okay. It's okay to realize that you once were really good close friends with these people, and now you guys aren't on the same path or journey. And sometimes it's sad that the friendships that you thought would last forever don't. Again, like just give yourself grace. Like a lot of things once you graduate, it's not going to be what you expect. But I know a lot of times people harp on the bad things about post grad and how bad it is. And of course, the job market is bad. It has been bad since I've graduated, but there is a lot of good things. And so maybe that will be on in another video. But there are a lot of upsides to post grad that people don't talk about. And I hate that people only talk about the bad things. But on to my next point. And my third point is love people where they're at. Because a lot of your friendships in your life revolved around proximity while you were in school, it's gonna require a different approach and an intentionality. So sorry. Sometimes my English is like literally escaping me and running away. It's gonna require intentionality in a different way. Like your friends aren't gonna be, 5 minute walk or a 5 minute drive away. So and sometimes it might cause a lot of frustration because now you guys aren't like in the same classes, same campus orgs, and doing things where you can do it closely together. Everybody's kind of living their own life. And so it can get kind of frustrating when you want to do spontaneous things. And some friends are still in school, some friends have moved, some friends have 9 to 5s. You have to work around the differences because you have never navigated it before. You kind of have to learn how you do it as you go. A lot of things post grad is just new. Like a lot of things will happen unless you take action, you plan it. And sometimes these seasons are going to be hard for some people. For you, it's going to be really great. And you have to navigate that. Sometimes you and your friends won't be in the same seasons. You won't be going through the same things. A lot of the things that you related to once, you won't be able to relate to now. Kind of have to love people where they're at, despite where you want them to be, because life is really different. And although we would want to be in the same page with our friends all the time, it's not always like that. You have a friend that relates to every single thing you're going through, but maybe you're going through something and your friend can't relate, and they're going through something that you can't relate to. You guys just have to be able to meet each other in the middle and love each other where you're at. Life has different demands, requirements, schedules, and you have to give yourself and your friends grace as you're both figuring it out, or as you're all figuring it out, because this is such a new thing for everybody. So it's just something you have to take one step at a time, but you'll get there. So my fourth point is that everything is an adjustment. And when I say everything, I mean everything from figuring out new routines and rhythms, and maybe moving to a new city. That's going to be an adjustment. Moving back home is an adjustment. Starting a new job is an adjustment. Anything you do will be an adjustment, even when you pivot. And so give yourself a lot of grace when you pivot or you have to adjust to something new and you think it's going to be easy because maybe you did something before and you thought like when you do something new, it would be an easier adjustment. No. But yeah, everything is truly an adjustment. Like meal prepping, doing laundry, time management. How are you going to allocate your time from spending time with your friends, from going to work to working out, to even time for yourself and hobbies? Everything is an adjustment, but you'll get your rhythm, you'll figure out your routine, and you'll learn. You'll grow in ways that you didn't know or you never expected. And you're going to be so shocked when you look back and reflect on what you've been through and where you are currently. I feel like for me, that's been one of the biggest things, like the way I've grown. Because as you can see, I'm outside recording in the park, and I'm pretty sure you saw somebody just walked past me, and yeah, I'm recording on my tripod at the park. It's something I wouldn't have been able to do 2 years ago. So you're gonna grow in so many ways, and I'm so excited for you. Like, oh my gosh, like I'm so excited for you genuinely. But like, if you see that the lighting keeps changing, it's probably because I keep stopping the video and talking for the next point because I don't have anything to read my points off of, and I have them in my notes. So this is my fifth point. You are more than a job title. Like, I know we are in the worst job market that they keep saying that every job market is bad. The job market is bad. We're not unaware of that. But I want to tell you that you are more than a job title. I know you went to school for something, and you want to put your degree to use. Who wants to go to school and not put their degree to use? Maybe you might pivot and do something else that's different from what you went to school for, and that's great. But for a lot of people, they want to use their degree. Like, when you graduate, the biggest question you're going to get asked is, so what's next? Have you applied to any jobs? Like, oh, what are you doing now? Oh, how's the job application going? How's the job process? Those questions get asked so much to the point that you might start to think that it is your identity. Oh, I need to be doing these things because if I don't, then it's going to be a bad reflection on me. And people will look at me and be like, well, it's been months since she's graduated and she has this degree. Why hasn't she found a job in her degree? And a lot of people are also unaware of the fact that the job market is so tough. Despite networking and connections and rewriting your resume and portfolio, it's not as easy as it looks, or it once was for some people. And they might give you advice and say, oh, just do this, just do that. And you have to take those advices with a grain of salt because nothing endures forever. And this is only a season. And so don't be so hard and so mean to yourself because you're not where you want to be. Your life doesn't look the way you thought it would look. Like, sometimes it takes longer to get there. When we think about all the great people, even celebrities, I'm going to use Michael Jackson because the movie just came out. I think it wasn't until like, he was 11, I think they said, until his career took off. And he had been performing since he was 5. So like, imagine that you got your degree, did 4 years, but maybe you might not take off until years after. Or maybe you'll graduate and you'll just be working a job, but it has nothing to do with your degree, but maybe years later it will take off. You know what I'm saying? So the best thing that you can do is keep having hope, having faith that when you're down for so long and you feel like there's nothing to look forward to or nothing is going to come out of the situation, it gets very devastating. And so I pray that you think that you desire will come to pass. And I have hope that God will do it in his timing. It'll be perfect and it'll be beautiful and it'll be bigger and better than what you expected. And period. I actually feel like I deviated away from what the point was. I don't remember what the point was. Oh yeah, you're not your job title. Yay. But yeah, you are not your, I'm holding onto this mic so tight, bro. But you are not your job title. Let's say you do that job for a few years and then you pivot and you don't do that. Like, you still have identity apart from that job. When you leave work, someone, you're still a person apart from that job. Don't attach your identity to your job title because you are not your job. And even though people are gonna be asking you, what are you doing next? What's next is not even your identity. So make sure you are affirmed in your identity in Christ, because if not, you will be so easily attached to these things, thinking that, oh, this and I'm this. And what happens when those things get taken away? Then you feel like you have lost your identity. That's another thing. Postgrad will literally, it's like an identity shit. God is restructuring, rebuilding what you thought your identity was, and you just gotta let him. It hurts so bad. Oh my gosh. But you'll be better off for it. But and my last point is be proud of yourself. You went to school and maybe school wasn't easy for you. You had all-nighters. Maybe you switched your majors several times. Maybe you didn't know what you wanted to do when you came in, and maybe college took you longer than you expected it to. Maybe you had to stop going to school to take care of other things and then go back. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you completed the degree, and that's a big accomplishment. That is 4 years of studying, 4 plus years of studying and working hard so that you can build the life and the career that you want for your future self. That is something to be so proud of because like not many people are able to do it, but you did. And I'm so proud of you because yeah, I'm just proud of you. And I hope you can feel how proud of you I am, because I feel like as I'm speaking to you guys, I'm speaking to my past self, because like we just deserve to give ourselves so much love and grace, and we don't show ourselves enough of that. Like, our 20s are so hard. Like, it's so much learning and adjusting and navigating and things that you have never done before. And you just need to give yourself a lot of love, a lot of grace, and treat yourself because you're doing the best you can with what you know and what you have. Don't be too hard on yourself. You're doing the very best you can. But yeah, as I said, don't stress yourself out about no job. I'm about to move this camera because I feel like the light is this way now. Those were my 6 points. I could have said a lot more, but I don't want this video to be too long because, yeah. And I feel like a lot of these things you probably already heard and seen them on TikTok and social media because, people would like to talk about postgrad and how bad it is and how, like, once y'all graduate, it's bad for you too. And I don't wish that for y'all, actually. Like, I hate when people do that. It's like, oh, just because it's bad for you, you wish that for other people? Are you the crazy? What's going on, bro? Fraction. You have only lived a fraction of a long life. Don't let where you are right now keep you from being hopeful and excited for where you're gonna be years from now. I just want to say congratulations. You're doing amazing. It's only going to get better. Yeah, I can't imagine all the exciting things you're going to accomplish, the things that you'll see, the things that you'll do. And I really hope that you are content with, your undergrad years, the things you experienced, the things you went through. If you didn't want to go through them, that you went through them anyway. And you're a better person for it. You've been through so much, you've accomplished so much more. And I pray that you're proud of yourself because this is not the end of your journey. It's only just beginning. So, bye guys. I'll see you later. Hopefully, in another video about all the good sides to postgrad. But if this video was helpful for you, could you drop like a white heart in the comment? You can see it, you can be it, because I am, you are, we are exceptional, and you are exceptional. This might be like a crazy little outtake and just me talking in the background, so don't mind me. I'm gonna put some type of Disney song, like,